Hey guys, welcome to Dev Domain. In today's video, we are going to solve this problem called maximum product subarray. So it is an LeetCode problem, and the problem number is 152. So if you first try it yourself and then see the solution of it. Let's start. So first we will see what is the problem statement says that. So we have given an array. We have to take the products of the element in the array, and whichever is the highest product, so we have to return the product. Okay, so here if we take the product of 2 and 3, then the maximum product will be generated, that is 6. So we have to return the output as 6. Next example is this is the input array. Here the maximum product will be 0, because if we multiply with -2 with 0, so the 0 will be the greater, and if we multiply with -1 also, then also the 0 will be greater number. Result will be 0. Here is the explanation that the result cannot be 2, because -1 and -2 is not a subarray. Yeah, and we have to take the subarray sum only. So if we take -2 and -1, it is not an subarray. So we have to take the products of subarray. Sequence of elements in the array is called as subarray. So let's try to solve this problem. What will be the brute force approach for solving this problem? First, we will start from this element. So this element is also subarray. One element is also subarray, then 2 and 3 is also subarray. 2, 3 minus 2 is also subarray, and whole the array is also a subarray. But 2 and -2 is not a subarray. Okay. The brute force approach will be, it will start from this element, then we'll take the product of with this, and with this. Okay, so we'll store in an variable. Okay, and again we will start from this 3 element. So 3, then -2, then 4. Okay, so whichever is the maximum product, so we'll store in an variable. So next it will start from -2, so -2 and then 4. Okay, so it will take the product of it, store the result in an variable. So it will check whichever is the maximum product, so it will return that product. So this is the brute force approach. So what will be the optimum approach then? So what we will do, we will start the producting the elements from left side. At the same time, we will start the producting of the element from the right side, and we will create a variable, and in that we will store a maximum product value. We will compare left product, right product, and the result that we have get. So whichever is the maximum, according to it we will update the result. Let's start how we can solve this problem. We will divide this in 3 parts. So here will be left product, okay, right product, okay, and here will be the variable, so we will take it as answer. So let's start from left side. So left element is 2 here. So right element is 4 here. So whichever is the maximum. So 4 is the maximum. So it will store in the answer variable as 4. Now next element is here, from left side is 3. So into 3. So the result will be 6. Then from right side element is -2. So the answer will be -8. So we'll compare with 6, -8 and the answer result. Okay. So whichever is the maximum, we'll store it into the answer result. Okay. So here the 6 is the maximum. So we will store here 6. Now next element. So 6 into -2 from the left side. So 6 twos are, and here -8 into 3. So the answer will be -24. So we will compare this -12, -24 and 6. So whichever is the maximum from this 3, so we'll store in the result. So here the 6 is the maximum from left side. So -12 into 4. So the answer will be -48. Then -24 into here the 2. So 24 into 2 is -48. And here is the 6. So we'll compare -48, -48 and 6. So here also the 6 is the maximum. This how the answer that we will get is 6. Okay, so the maximum product from this array. So in the array, let's say here is the 0. Then if we multiply the 2 here, if we multiply 2 with 0, so the answer will be 0 here. And further multiply 0 into -2. Okay, so the answer will be again 0 here. And further we will again multiply 0 into 4. So the answer will be 0. So in that case, if there isn't 0 in the element, okay, so the problem will be divided in two parts. So this is the one part and this is the another part. Okay. And if there is a 0, if the result is 0, then we'll take it as 1. Okay, so we will update the 0 as 1. Okay, so if we take it as 0, the we will not get the maximum product then. So let's try to solve the problem now. Let's try to code it now. So we'll take a variable n. So it will assign to length. Then we will take a int left product variable and it will assign one value to it. So we will take another variable called right product and we'll also assign to one value. Then we'll take a variable as answer and we'll store nums of 0 to it, means array of 0 to it. Okay, now here we will run a loop for int I is equal to 0 to I should less than n, and I will get updated. And here we will handle the first the edge case. So if there is an 0 in the array, so update the result to the 1. Okay. So we'll, for the left, from the left side, if we get the 0, so left prod, so if our left product is equal to 0, then update it to the 1. I'm using the ternary operator. Yeah. If from right side we get the 0, from there also we will update the result 0 as 1. Now here we'll multiply the numbers from left side. So left prod is equal to left prod into nums of, okay, and from right side itself, so right product is equal to right product into nums of n minus 1 minus I. So we are traversing from the right side, so right to left, so we will find the maximum result of the product and we'll store that product in the answer variable. Answer, and again we will take math dot max, maximum from left product and right product. Okay, so whichever is the maximum from left product and right product, so it is compared with our answer. Okay, so answer and the maximum product from left and right, left or right, so it will compare. So whichever is the maximum, so it will store in this answer variable, and then we have to just return answer. So this is the code. So first we have taken 4 variables. So first is n, so n is assigned to the length of the array. So here we have taken a variable as left product, right product, then answer to store the result. Then we have run a loop from I to n, and here we will check if our result is 0, then update it to the 1. And here also, if from right side, if our result is 0, then update it to the 1. Okay, here we have started the multiplying the product from left side, and here I have started the multiplying the elements from right side, and whichever is the maximum, it will get compared with the answer variable, and it will store in the answer variable itself, and we have just written the answer. Okay, now let's run the code and see what will be the output. So as you can see, the test case has been expected. Now let's submit the code. You can see the code has been successfully submitted, and the time complexity for this code is O of n, because we have run a single loop, so it is approximate to the O of n. Okay, so this is all about this video. So thank you for watching this video.